You thought Paul Rubens had a good bike. He ain't got nothing on the Townie Go S. Let's get on topic. Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and you are watching another great episode of Bike Showcase. I'm joined once again by my co-host Brandon Van Leeuwen. Brandon, how the hell are you?
Doing good.
All right. Now, if anybody knows who Paul Rubens is, if you're old enough to know who Paul Rubens is, you'll understand why I'm saying that even though he had a pretty dope bike, it's nothing compared to this. This is the Townie Go S, okay? Brand new here in the fall of 2025. It is a pedal assist, but it also has a throttle. First bike that Trek has made with a throttle. I believe it is.
The Ponto would be the first. I don't consider that a bike.
I was going to say, dude, that's not
a
real.
real. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
Fair
it's
enough.
the first bike that Trek's made with a throttle, which now we have to be very specific, classifies this as a class 2 pedal assist. 3 with a throttle.
This thing does 28 miles an hour assisted.
Okay.
20 miles an hour throttle.
Right.
Non-assisted.
But with the throttle, I thought class 2 was throttle bikes up to 28, where class 3 was pedal assist only to 28. Class 1 was pedal assist to 20 only.
Maybe they changed it.
You know what? I could be wrong, so we're going to put everything here. Here we go. Everything. So that way you know. Because we're going to be doing a video of as far as pedal assist and everything like that. Yeah. But regardless, it has a throttle.
Up to 20.
Up to 20. Pedal assist up to 28.
Yes.
And the range is rumored to be up to 50 miles an hour. Of course, riding conditions, hot weather, cold weather, uphill, how chubby you are. All these different things are going to make a difference. And oh my God, we're at Czech Bicycle Stores, West Phoenix in Goodyear, Arizona. It's where the cool kids hang out. And me, almost forgot that. I got excited about the bike. Guys, when he wheeled it out, seriously.
She's a beaut.
I need to have one. Color, everything like this is pretty freaking amazing. It has turn signals. It has now, it's a rear drive. It's not a mid drive.
Correct.
We need to point that out, and we'll talk about that as we go. It's just a damn fun bike. Like I would put tassels, the bell, the basket, the whole kit and caboodle on this sumbitch, just to be me, because someone's got to. So, Brandon, before we get into the camera and the details and everything, let's hear it. Talk to me about it.
I feel like the Townie is now the Go, especially, is a bit more of a utility bike than it was before.
Right.
Whereas before, I would have thought, oh man, it's just for short distances, the coffee shop, if you need a little bit of assistance. This is now turning into a bike that I see in Europe that people are using every day to go to work, to go to school, to get their groceries. Nice. It's turned more, evolved, I feel like, more into something like that. So I think it appeals now to a bigger range of people. And the throttle.
It's got a beautiful kiosk too now.
It does, yeah. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah.
I wrestle with throttles. I
don't personally think on a pedal assist bike you should have a throttle. That's just my opinion, and there's people who would disagree with me. It causes a lot of complications. You get people who become now more dependent on the throttle, not the pedal assist, and the group of what I feel that would abuse that throttle privilege, jackasses, get out on the trails where they're not supposed to be, and then I get lumped in with them on my pedal assist bike. So no bueno. Throttle's the devil's work. So as far as I'm concerned, I know. There's my little kind of editorial on that.
I wrestle because I feel like now we're selling scooters.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
But you know what? The industry we need to do whatever we can to stay alive. So we have to compete with the crap online that people are snatching up. So the one good thing is you have a good quality bike with good warranties with a throttle.
Right.
Whereas not too long ago, you had to buy crap online with no customer support.
Right.
A crap bike that fell apart.
It didn't have a certified battery, more importantly. And those things would catch on fire. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
so as much as I still stay up at night thinking about this, we got to do it. This isn't what I signed up for. I'm a cyclist.
Oh, I'd like to thank the Academy for this beautiful award for Best Supporting Actor in a Dramatic Role. It's getting
All
ready
right.
to time out again.
All right.
There we go. There we go. So
Cool.
it's back
All
on.
right, let's do it.
So, well, really quick, before we actually start doing a thing, this has a 520 watt hour battery, which is actually very generous.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to have that
Yeah.
much battery, thus almost the 50-mile range. And it has a 500 watt hour motor with 60 Newton meters of torque, which means it's very robust. I mean, this thing's got a little bit of power.
So I have not ridden this one yet,
Okay.
but Brian, my partner, it's like, we got to be careful with who rides this thing.
Okay.
If we're going to test ride this thing for anybody that seems a little shaky on a bike, a little unconfident
Right.
in their skills, we got to tell them, you got to give this thing a little bit of finesse.
Okay.
Because it has what we would refer to as turbo lag,
Okay.
where you hit that throttle, it gives you a 1 second, 2 second, and the thing takes off like a
Shoom.
bat out of hell.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Good to know.
it is not as smooth as like a Bosch mid motor,
Okay.
but with the power of a big Bosch mid motor. So
Something
a
to
little
know.
unrefined, but if you want that yoo-hoo, that wahoo feeling, this one's gonna give it to you. It's a rocket.
Nice.
So be careful.
Right? Definitely be careful. So, and the price tag I think is very reasonable.
Yeah.
At $2,099, so $2,100, and then you get this beauty. I'm sure it comes in other colors, but this purple
They
is
got some
definitely
great
kicking.
colors.
So, and just for the people out there too that are going to want to know, she's not a lightweight. Okay, she's tipping the scales at almost 58 pounds, 57.7 pounds to be exact. So not a lightweight by any standards.
Total capacity is like 300, which is the most I've seen in a long time. This is a very robust bike, which is why I think it can be way more than just a cruising bike. So,
Guys, please comment down below and say, Thomas, you don't need another bike in your damn garage. As far as that goes. Okay, this is fun. All right, so enough jibber jabber. Let me grab the camera. Brandon's going to walk us through all the highlights and everything. We'll get some close-ups of the frame because this really is a beautiful bike, and I can't wait for you guys to see how this thing charges.
Yep.
All right, Brandon, Magic of Hollywood, give us a transition.
And a 1, and a 2, and a...
Nice. All right, get after it.
All right, let's go back to front as we usually do. And maybe you want to come around here because, again, going back to the utility and
Turn signals.
what I typically see in Europe, you have turn signals on this guy, which you pointed out, thankfully, because I didn't know. So that's kind of cool. Lights are always on. Lights are funded by the internal battery on here, so they're always going to be on. You have the ability to turn them off via the kiosk up top, but might as well just run them.
I think that brake light with the turn signals is great, just so you can be seen by drivers coming up
LED, it's a
behind
nice
you.
looking light.
Sure is.
Color matched fenders, beautiful. So a lot of the things on this bike are not worth mentioning. The components aren't worth mentioning. The wheels, the cranks, all that stuff. It's just stuff that gets you down the road. But they are robust. Again, the bike has a 300-pound total weight limit on here. So it is compatible with child carriers. It is compatible with trailers, all the things that, again, that make this bike a little more utility than the last Townie Go.
Awesome.
I like it.
Let me just kind of get in here really quick. You could see just that beautiful purple
that
paint
purple
job.
in there too. Super cool. There's your motor, of course, and a disc brake.
Sweep up there, motor and the disc brake, yep.
Yeah, it is a Hyena motor on there. It will require some updates now and again, and that has to be done in the shop because we have the update tool for that. At this time, there is no app to do this stuff yourself.
Well, and that was going to be my next question. Is there an app that connects to the kiosk so you can
run the Trek app?
So you can run the Trek app.
Yes.
Now, does that allow you any customization as far as how much pedal assist you're getting, different things like that?
As far as I've seen, no.
Okay.
It's
so
just
it's not as functional as the Bosch app.
Correct.
It's just going to give you basic.
Correct.
Okay.
And then your firmware updates, those things will all go through the dealer at this time because it requires a specific dongle
now,
for that.
Brandon, do you push the lawnmower machine around because you don't want Grandpa's hyena to get disturbed? I had to.
Nicely
I couldn't
done.
resist.
You did it.
Yeah.
Long dick dong. Again, nothing to shout about. It's just your 8-speed micro shift on there. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's great. But coming through, full chain guard on here, which is nice, again, for that utility.
Yeah.
I think if it was a more of a utility bike, we would have encased the whole thing, just like we see in the European bikes, but that's all right.
Right.
That's cool.
Pedals are definitely nothing to write home about. But you can always replace those.
Yep, full aluminum frame on here. And look at the size of that gusset. I don't know if that was necessary. That's a fat gusset.
That is.
And look at how robust everything is back here as well. So that probably contributes to our 300-pound total weight.
Yep. No, that's actually, and I kind of like this quick release. You don't see this that often for your seat adjustments. So.
Right. As we're
and
coming
that
up,
seat, speaking of, holy smokes, look at that, guys.
It's a pretty standard Electra saddle that comes on most of their Townies. But,
maybe I've just been blind.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, okay.
So now we're coming towards the body of the bike. Battery is internal, and battery is not easily removed. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
So in the summertime Arizona, I always tell people, just bring the whole damn bike in the house. Let's save that battery.
Right.
Because that will prolong its life. And while we're talking about batteries, 2 years warranty for all the electronics from the system.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. We'll turn the system back
Color
on.
matched fenders up here.
I don't normally talk about the charger because who gives a shit about the charger? But this is a cool charger.
Yeah.
It does have the opportunity to mount this on a wall. Mm-hmm. Can a charger be cool? I guess, because this one is magnetized, and it goes on to this guy right here.
I like that.
And this is a fast charger. I forget the exact name of it, but it'll do full charge in about 5 hours.
Nice. That's not bad at all.
Not bad.
So
and then it stores right back on there again, mounts on the wall.
Right.
Who knew that I would care about a charger? But I do. That one's cool. We talked about the battery. So if you do need to remove the battery, it is removable if you have to replace it. But that's going to be something that only your local tech will be able to do conveniently. Kind of up front, we see the front light on there. And maybe you can see some of that sparkle in there again, Thomas, if you zoom in. Because
it's a little blown out right there.
Because that is a pretty cool paint job. It's like a pink with purple or dark blue.
Some type of pearl on there, but yeah, it is super, super slick, guys. So I do want to point out, I mean, everything's internally routed, which we can see.
Which you know how I feel about that. This is going to be a pain in the ass somewhere down the line. But what they did do is they put like the bus for all your components in this little guy right here. Typically, this is somewhere inside the frame, which makes that a bigger pain in the ass. But this one has it all on the outside, which thank you, whoever thought of that. Appreciate you.
So I'm going to scooch around from this side.
New proprietary stem.
I love the quad lock.
Yeah, quad lock.
Yep. It's what I use for all my phones.
And I'll reckon that Electra is going to come out with a bunch of accessories for that one.
I would think. We got our turn signals right there and our shifter.
Turn signals, shifter, pretty basic brakes on there. They're rush brakes. They'll be okay.
Yeah.
You might have to replace those sooner than later, but they're all right.
And then that kiosk.
The kiosk is not anything like a Bosch or anything, but it's got great.
Right.
It just says, if you look at the specs, it just says LED.
Right.
But it is a nice colors. It has... looks like it has all the functions that you would want for a bike like this.
Well, and for $2,100, we've seen a lot less.
Right.
And we've actually seen less on bikes that actually cost more money as far as that go. I like the display. It's very large. You could see all the numbers very clearly. Hopefully that's coming through on the video. And you got a great percentage there on how much battery you have left. I would really like to take this out just to ride it in eco mode to see how much boost it gives you in eco, and how long, how many miles you can get on it. So as I kind of pan around here, gives you some more.
And did you point out the devil?
Oh, that's right, the devil. Now, I'm not gonna press this. Brandon's already warned me about it. And I said, yeah, I kind of figured that out. As tempted as it is to kind of watch it wheelie off the stand. But there's your throttle, guys. There's the juice. We'll call this the trend. It's the steroid of the bike. You don't have to work for it.
Nope.
So,
but going back, if this bike is going to be the bike that lets you leave your car at home, and you're saving, I don't know, leaving the car at home, there's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
And I can't argue with that. So
No, no, absolutely.
what I'm going to do.
It's a good looking bike though.
Yep.
And it does offer flexibility for the customer. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead. Brandon, give us a transition. All right. All right, my friends. So, again, this is the Townie Go S Class 3. And in the beginning, I had everything. And I might put something down in the description too, so we can be clear on that. It's something that we are going to do a video about because it's very important that we know the federal regulations and we're accurate when we're giving that information. So 500 watt hour battery, which I think is great. Plenty of power. We have the throttle, 28 in pedal assist, which is actually very generous. I like that. I'm a fan of that.
That's so fast.
If you can push it, push
That's
it.
so fast.
Push it. 60 Newton meters of power. Now, of course, internal battery, we can't remove. We've got
easily
rear drive, right? We got rear drive, which I'm obviously a fan of the mid-drive, stuff like that. But for $2,100 for a bike that you can put some bags on, a little trunk, your kid on there, go to the grocery store, Sprouts, whatever farmer's market.
It could pay for itself.
It's going to get you around with ease, for sure. And I can tell you from my own experience last quarter for maintenance on my Tundra, I came in at a little over 3,000 miles less driven because I'm choosing to either ride a couple of my pedal bikes, my electric motorcycle, other modes of transportation. So 3,000 miles is less wear. It's also less
on that
fuel.
truck.
Yeah, Jesus. I didn't buy it for the mileage,
planet,
you know. She gets me everywhere I want to go. So it's something to be considered. The charger's very convenient and everything like that. There's a lot to love about this bike. This is one of those bikes I think Trek hit it out of the park with this one. So for sure.
I think it's
really
going to
cool.
do very well in European markets.
Yeah, I'm really anxious to see the other colors as far as that goes for this bike. So, Brandon, is there anything you want to add in closing? I think we've covered this one pretty good.
I think so too.
All right.
We're good.
Yeah, okay. Then on that note, my friends, like, subscribe, bell notification icon, because it helps out the channel, it helps out the video, the trifecta we love so much here at Get Out Arizona. There's going to be some links down below. Trek Bicycle Stores of West Phoenix is still the most important link out of the bunch, hands down. If you have a question about today's video, you can ask it in the comments below. Please be respectful. Or you can give Brandon and his great team a phone call, and they will be happy to assist you with questions that pertain to bikes. Kind of funny if you asked them about the current state of global economics, you know, the implications of the James Webb Telescope seeing so far out, you know, into the known universe. You know, I don't think it's going to work, though, but you can give it a try. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the devil's work. It's our social media, but we need it to get the word out for Get Out Arizona, all right? Follow us on there. We do group rides, group hikes. It's tons of fun. Our affiliate link is Amazon. It's our store. You don't have to buy anything from our store, but if you follow the link, okay, and you make a qualifying purchase, we receive a small commission. You don't get charged anything additional, and it helps out with park pass money, gas money, and coffee money, the other trifecta we love so much here at Get Out Arizona. So, my friends, don't be surprised if you don't see me on one of these things at some point. I can't help myself, guys. It's a compulsion. So, but before we go, what do we always say? Seriously, I love you guys to death. Be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards on the trail. And we have to ask, what are you waiting for?
Get Out Arizona.
Gosh darn right. My friends, have an amazing day wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. And we'll talk to you soon. Brandon, we'll see you next week, man.
Okay.
Take care.